Okay, Mongoose Jake here. I'm in World of Tanks Garage. Well, looks like a plaza. I haven't played here in a couple weeks since the Italian Tanks came out, and I'm going to do a quick video, live, unedited, in my kind of trip up the Italian tech tree. Now, I haven't played a single bit of it yet, so you're going to get to see from Tier 1, and I do play every vehicle, always. So, we will start with Tier 1. And it's pretty much Tier 1. We'll check out the gun here. Let's see. Decent penetration. 40 damage per shot. Okay, that's good enough. Throw a little bit of premium just in case you run into something like a PZ-38H with somebody who's trying to steal club. Use the little consumables. Good to go. Now, let's see. We'll just leave the skills undone for now. And since this is a Tier 1, I'll just drop off a camouflage net. I'm not going to buy another binoculars. There we go, there's one with it. Oh, I still got my German vehicle selected from the last time I played, so we'll get rid of the Germans. Go over the Italians. Throw binoculars on here. And let's see. I'm going to throw a ventilation on. Why not? I'm not going to worry about camouflage. I don't plan to play this very much. So, first battle. And basically all that is going to be is a slightly modified version of the Renault FT that the French use as Tier 1. So let's see where we end up. On Abbey, which I'm really glad that they made this map here available for Tier 1s and 2s and 3s. They just did that recently. Before it was always Himmelsdorf or Mittengard, which is the toilet bowl, figuratively and literally. Let me go in and... Oops, not exactly what I want to do. Turn down the game volume. I know that was a little loud. There we go. Let's see how I can get to the center. We got one person still grayed out. They haven't connected yet. Let's see, yeah, it's Sadler Gore. Okay, hopefully he connects in. There, he's connected. So it does about 20. Sounds going in and out. Now I'm going to work my way up through the buildings here. I'm not going to attempt to go straight up the road. This thing is not quick enough to do anything of this sort. Our T1s could have, but not this. I'm going to actually go around. Sometimes people come this way. I'm going to get around to this building here. Yep, there's a 3000 right there. I see somebody knocking down buildings. There's a few of them. I'm going to get some spotting assist on those. get them lit up. I'm gonna go around. Yeah, let's keep on going down. Here we are. Now, unless they got somebody sitting at the base, which right now we have 4 spotted. They still have a few unspotted. Let's stop here and see if we can't let the binoculars activate. Okay, nothing spotted. But I am suspecting that right there, or over there, there'll be a couple. One of the NC-31s is over, just got destroyed, so these last 2 guys, one of them has a kill, and he was able to shoot the center. So he's here, or possibly over there. We'll see. He's either in the bushes right here near this rock outcropping or over on the ledge. There he is right there. We haven't seen anything out of this last guy. And they've cleared out that area, so he must be over here. Let's see, a couple hundred damage so far, not too bad. Didn't get much spotting out of all of that. Wish they wouldn't capture, but win's a win. I might keep the tank to see if I can ace it, but I would say this one alone will get me through it. Especially if I could get a little more damage in. Yeah, he was going to be over there on the road. But that's a basic tier 1. Not much really to say about it. See what kind of battle results that you get out of 200 damage. Okay, coupons. It gets you a second class with 200 damage. Let's see how far he traveled. Yeah, he traveled 1.3 kilometers, so yeah, he was driving up the road. Okay, let's research. We have 1119 combat experience, so we'll research that. Research that. That will elite. What do we have here? Okay. We will buy that without a crew. And we'll buy that one without a crew. Go back to the garage. Let's see, this is the medium, and the L6/40 is the light. Now, if you want to see the tech tree, you can go through either one to get to the tier 3, and then it's mediums from there on. So if you're wanting to do crew training, you would go to here, retrain your crew, and then keep retraining them and using them the whole way up. But for this, I'm actually going to play both of those. And for me, well, I should have just paid for the crew. Because now I gotta recruit them. I don't have enough gold to do anything, so we will just drop a 75% crew. And if you're wondering, I'll eventually reuse the Fiat 3000 crew. But for now, I'm just going to play through these with 75% crews the whole way. Now we'll take a look. I have lots of free experience. I do not use free experience for researching tanks. I use it for researching modules. That way I don't ever play a stock tank. Except for something like the E100, which I played stock as far as the gun, and that was absolutely horrendous. Okay, so we have our M1441 upgraded fully, and let's looking at the weapons. The top weapon is definitely the one to use. More damage per shot, a noticeable jump in penetration, 1154 damage per minute compared to 1091. So more damage per minute, more damage per shot, and more penetration. So all around better. Service this. We'll drop a few premium shells in, just in case. That's more for running into things like a PZ-2J. The heat shell would penetrate the rear of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have much luck against it. Okay, use all the small consumables. And we will, for now, just steal the camouflage net and binoculars. Let's see what else we can mount. Looks like ventilation. I'm not going to do that. We'll just run with camouflage net. Binoculars. Let's see, I know I have a toolbox somewhere. We can steal it off the Valentine too. So we'll go to Russian. Tier 4s. We'll steal that off of there. And throw it on here. There we go. And that's the tactic I use when I'm going up a line a lot, is just to take things you can easily transfer. So, first battle in the Tier 2 Italian medium, the M1441. Seems like most of these are going to have good gun depression, decent mobility, and at least starting with the next one, fair armor for the tier. I noticed looking through the Tier 5 and 6 mediums have good armor for mediums. Like the Tier 5 has, on paper, better frontal armor than a KV-1. We'll see how that actually plays out. I won't get to that at this point, so I'm going to keep this video within reason. I'll probably play through the Tier 1s, 2s, and 3 in this video. At least my first battle in each of them. We'll see how long it takes to actually get through. One good battle should get you through a Tier 2. And I might keep them to try to get the ace later, but I'll at least play through and get a first win. With times 3 especially. Okay, back on the same map again. Enemy has really nothing that'll pose an issue. I mean, the T-29s are a little dangerous with that stubby 75 or 76 that they get, and the PZ-2G is actually a fairly underrated tank. It can deal a lot of damage, but it's not overly mobile, so nothing I have to truly worry about. Play this a little different. I'm I'm going to go actually up on the western ridge line. This again, not an ultra fast tank. And we don't have very many people coming this way. With one L6 in the low 1 line, and I'm going to be up on the higher 2 line, and we have nobody center. This is a really terrible deployment by the team to begin with. The power to weight ratio on this thing is very bad. But neat machine gun. Trying to get a look at that. And the detailing on that is fantastic. Okay, the L6 decided to at least come up to the upper line. That's actually a good move. Okay, he's ran into an M2 light. But he needs to actually fall back. He's going to be overextended. That L6 needs to come back to me. Because now he could be circled by on the low line. And if he goes down, I'm isolated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go down here to the lower portion and get eyes down this line. Okay. Nothing there. Oh, 75% crew. Finally. Okay, now I can push up. There's one of the artillery. They do have 3 artillery. If he backs back up, I'll have him. Of course. Building. Nope, I need to get moving. That spot's not going to provide anything anymore. And the L6 is in trouble. Well, no, keep moving. Gotta remind myself, I have the health, the L6 does not. The L6 is playing a pretty good game already. And there's the advantage if you're going to keep a tier 2. There's the advantage it has. He is way more mobile than myself. He also is realizing not to fire too close. let's respot this tick truck. He's there. Let's get down here. This thing is sluggish. Gotta remember there is a T-29 up in the buildings, so I should go this way. Just auto aim. Nope. Doesn't work. Oh, so he wasn't flipped. There actually is no way out of this. That's right. There we go. M2 medium got him. I thought the T-truck was actually flipped. That's actually a hole they put there. Not much of a battle. Yep. 300 damage in a tier 2 is not going to do it. So I'll play one more. Can't spin it around while waiting. Been playing Fallout 4 lately, and while you're waiting for the loading screen, you're able to spin around whatever you're looking at. I'm so used to that. There we go, it found a battle. And Himmelsdorf. Now this seems to have okay-ish armor, so I may actually go into the alleyway. Low tier battles, it's fairly important to hold the alleyway. We have an H-35. He could do it very well. We'll see where he goes. Neat looking tank. Lots of details all over. Which is really nice that Wargaming put that effort even into the low tier vehicles. Need to control hill, alley, and at least hold the west, but it looks like our team's going to overload the west. So we need to get at least some eyes over here in the alleyway. Getting positioned here and pre-aimed. Okay, there's one. The other one is damaged, but so am I. Well, that helps. Okay, he's trying to group up, so I need to push forward. This is going to be a total rout here soon. I do need to watch in case of somebody further down the alleyway. Right now is when I can help clear out these defenders. Oh, a little slow on that. Okay, we got 3 artillery. All 3 of their actual tanks are on the hill. So, my best goal would be to get over here onto the B row and start heading up the hill to head them off. If they have any sense, they're either going to come back right now or they'll group up and come down all together. Because there is that little siren going off. But I have a feeling they may also rush and just try to get easy kills on our artillery. Man, this has terrible power. Get a chance to get the last shot in. That's 440 damage in a tier 2. Let's see what that does. That's a first class, and it did get the research for the next tank. I got an Italy token as well. Now let's see what that means. And top of the team damage by over 100 hit points. We'll research the next one. And that one's fun enough. I do think I will keep it to... I will keep that to get the ace. Let's go back to that. Yeah, the whole armor on that tier 2 is fairly good. I was getting bounces left and right from autocannons, 30 on the hull and 42 on the turret. So we will click accelerate the crew training on that. I'll keep it and let it work from there. Now we didn't play the L6 yet. And I'll drop in. You know what? Send them to the barracks. Drop them in there. Don't even have to... They'll drop down to 75. I don't have to actually pay to retrain them. They'll be able to run the tank. Let's see, before I do that, we better research. Let's see, tracks. Engine. And we'll look at the 2 different guns. That's off the tier 1. And that is an autocannon. So we'll play with it. Okay. Display that. Gosh. Since we already researched the tier 3, there's no point in using any of the experience for this towards the next tank. We'll throw in a little bit of premium. Small consumables. We'll load that up. And we'll take our camouflage net, binoculars. The just simple rule of thumb is basically if you have camouflage net, binoculars, at the very least you can passive spot. And yeah, I'll throw a ventilation on it. Let's check out the camouflages. Oh, that's pretty neat. This is what you get if you do the rental. I'm not going to check extended, but we'll just go ahead and throw that on there. Okay, so this one's ready. We'll give it a try. And now we're on mines. They have 1 artillery. Let's see what they have for speed. They have an M2 light, a T2 light, and a Cruiser 3. Those are all fairly quick. They'll be able to make the hill. And this seems decently quick, but not that fast. I'll move to intercept them, but I probably won't be able to make the hill from this side. Not with this vehicle. Let's try to get the teammates to go up there, though. Tetrarch, he should actually be heading up there himself. He's clicking everywhere else but there. So is our Cruiser 3. So the one we actually have challenging the hill is the M2, and he's actually stopping short. Okay, I'm not going to go up either. Okay, there's... get rid of him. Okay, now with him gone. Okay, there we go. Get rid of him. Now that opens up a little more options over here. If he pulls out, we can possibly perma-track him. Let me help this guy. Oops. There we go. Wild on the move. Not used to autocannons. Accidentally hit the teammate there. Okay, now up the hill. Yeah, I got a little reckless there with the autocannon. I'm very, very unfamiliar with them. I mostly play mid to upper tier German vehicles. There we go. Yes, that was really bad on me. Actually, as I was trying to move. Seems like the hull traverses as fast as the turret traversed, and it swung the turret around. That's what I get for not playing autocannons. I only did 11 damage to him. Okay. And another Italy token. Well, I'll come back to that at another time, because it's time to move on to the Tier 3. Let's research everything on it. Looks like it tracks. Engine. Hopefully we're getting a little bit of engine power here, because so far that has not been the case. And let's see here. Going from 52 AP penetration up to 70. Okay, that's a nice jump. With Tier 3s not able to see Tier 5 anymore, that's 70 is plenty. There we go. And 45 hull armor and 42 on the turret. A little less on the turret. But still, that's decent enough to bounce some low penetration shots. And that HE is starting to look fairly good. Okay, we're going to throw some HE in here. Go down one. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. Because 45 millimeters of penetration is enough that it could actually become useful. And we'll throw an auto extinguisher this time. Okay. We're going to do the ventilation. Now we'll pay for that. Let's see, go over here. We're going to grab binoculars. Net. So throw binoculars. And you can see it's pretty consistent. Yeah, let's just go ahead and rent the camouflage again. And leave it there. That's a pretty nice looking tank. Let's give this thing a try. Okay. So far, the Italian tanks of the Tier 1 and both of the Tier 2s have felt a little underpowered engine-wise, but each had a decent weapon. The autocannon of the Tier 2 Light was okay. The Tier 1, its gun was more than capable for what it was, and the Tier 2 Medium was just fine. This looks actually to be a fairly good tank. Now, they do have a number of M2 mediums, which that's a very good Tier 3. Most people will overlook it, but it packs a 75mm howitzer on a tank with the best view range of the tier. It has as much view range as a M4 Sherman, which is the best of Tier 5 mediums. It has I believe it was 380 meters of view range, and it has the classic American gun depression, so I'll have to watch it. This has enough frontal armor to reduce that HE effectiveness, but if it hits me in the side, it can do monstrous damage. So I will have to watch that. There's no artillery, so I can take one of my favorite spots over here in the edge of D and E4. I like getting in that little rock crevice with anything that has decent frontal armor and gun depression. Make sure I'm not getting hung up on the rocks. BT7 so fast. Okay, I got there. Oh, APCR. Jeez. That is what you call a certified steel clubber. Full APCR. It's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Their Thunder Wings in your BT-7. He's sitting there waiting specifically on me. Let's see, he's got 70 hit points left. Okay, he backed off. Okay. So now with him backed off, I can actually get up there. Yeah, that BT-7 is basically everything that's wrong with lower tiers. There's no way in the world that somebody should be at low tier spamming full APCR loadouts. I mean, it's his credits to waste, but that, in essence, is game breaking. And that is exactly where something needs to be done. I mean, I carry a few myself, always, on every vehicle, but a few. Let's see, that Marauder's going to be back there. The PZ-3E, he's going to get taken out by our tank destroyers, I would believe. Being so low on health, I'm going to have to be careful here. Okay, there's more than just the PZ-3 there. The PZ-38T is also there. There's the PZ-38T. Didn't even track him. 75% crew, didn't hit dead on. Okay, now both the Marauder and the SU-76 are back there, and they were able to spot and take out the AMX-38. So I have to be careful there, because I'm a one-shot to either one of them. Perfect. Rock right in the way there. Our SU-76 took him out. Let me get in position to counter this, the enemy SU-76.
L'abbiamo preso!
pulling back because without 6th sense, I figure I probably am spotted. Let's just throw some blind shots in there. Okay, there's the Su-76. He's gonna have to back up, or he's gonna get taken out by my teammates. I guess he's not going to back up, so that's going to be game for me. A good job by Platoon 1 there. I did basically nothing in that game. So I mean, the BT-7 with his APCR spam did counter me. And we'll take a look and see what kind of player that is that's spamming that. Okay, so take a look here, and that's you're getting spamming APCR. Not even a player with a winning record. So I don't know what he's doing. See, he's not what I would have expected would be a certified seal clubber, but yeah, dropping down to low tiers and just shooting full premium. It's like I actually did even a little more damage than he did, and I had a bad game. Well, let's play that one more time, and then I'll call it quits for this episode. Okay, here we go for another battle in the M1542. I paused for a quick break. Okay, fjords. This map might actually suit this tank, because the M1542, it's more of a typical medium, just lower tiers, but is much more of a typical medium in that it needs to play a little bit at range. You can use the somewhat angled turret and good gun to work ridge lines, but I haven't really had that chance to do that, at least not to any kind of effect yet. So we'll give it a try this time. We have one artillery, tier 3 Wasp on the enemy team. So that won't be too terrible to deal with. I think one should be the limit. Just personal. I'm not a fan of artillery. I do play it from time to time, but overall, I think it should be limited to one per side. I think that would actually make it quite a bit more tolerable. We're going to go far north. Let's see, we've got one for the tier 3. Well, that's a tier 4 Chinese tank destroyer. PC-38T is going to need a little help with that. Okay. Not doing so good in the middle. Continue this guy's support.
Centrato! Bel colpo! Agganciato! Li abbiamo danneggiati! Corazzato nemico danneggiato! Centrato!
Okay, get rid of him. Now, we gotta take care of this guy without taking too much damage.
Li abbiamo danneggiati!
Okay, he's gone. See if I can blind fire this guy to death. Okay, he's moved. It's gun at range.
Li abbiamo appena graffiati! È rimbalzato! Li abbiamo appena graffiati! È
But our
rimbalzato!
armor is actually fairly effective at range.
Corazzato nemico danneggiato! Bel colpo!
Hate doing this, but okay, I gotta get back down. I gotta keep the shrubs between me and them, and try to get back to base. Okay, I don't have shots in the martyr. We gotta get everybody headed back towards base. Lucas is gonna come up behind me, so
Colpito! Corazzato nemico danneggiato!
let's try to get rid of this guy.
Abbiamo preso! Centrato! Bel colpo! Colpito! Veicolo nemico distrutto!
I'm gonna let them deal with him, and I need to turn around and get to this martyr. Otherwise I'm gonna have a martyr behind me.
Centrato!
Okay, now the martyr. Okay, they're both over there, so I need to get here. And quick. Good job, Matilda. I'll be able to come in behind the martyr. This is time for HE. Stay alive, Matilda. Or at least put one hit into him.
Agganciato! L'abbiamo preso! Cerchiamo un altro bersaglio! Preso!
There we go. Let's see how that turned out. Get a quick drink of coffee. Okay, so that was ace, and that actually got me to the next vehicle. Awesome. Did 979 damage. Matilda, he did a great job holding off there. He got himself a top gun and over 750 damage. So that was actually finally a good battle that could represent the tank. And it actually ended up being my ace and the one that unlocked the P-26. So, well, actually, I will take a screenshot of that. So I do like my screenshots. I like to keep my aces. And let's go ahead and close that out and officially research the Tier 4. And we will buy that. Right now I'll buy it without the crew. We'll go ahead and mount up stuff. Why not? I've got the free experience for it. We'll research that. We'll research that. Purchase that. And then there we go. Then I will not free experience that, even though I do have enough. We'd save that, like I said, save that for the modules. But there's the Tier 4, and that will be next. But for now, it's Mongoose Jake with my playthrough of the Tier 1, both Tier 2s, and Tier 3 of the new Italian branch. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.